Hello everyone, I'm Fahime Fazel and my teammate is Amir Hossein Mobashiri, and the title of our project is WiseOldGPT. We build a chatbot capable of communicating with children. It entertains children by telling them stories, jokes, playing games and riddles. It guides them by helping them in schoolwork, advising them in a relationship with other people, dealing them with some problems. And in addition, it takes into account the parents' instructions and the characteristics of children. Every time it generates a response. And the motivation of our work is to help children who are alone because their parents have a busy schedule. We collected data in two methods. The first one, we manually created data, 20 examples for command classifiers, and we engineered prompt with GPT to generate examples, 60 examples for command classifier and 70 examples for emotion classifier.
This is the architecture of our model. The user's input is given to the first subsystem of our model, which is conversation theme tracker, which is responsible to find out whether the user input, the recent user input, changed the topic of the conversation or not. So this is very important because we want to know that, for example, user is seeking a new advice or wants to play a game or is asking questions about the previously told story. So all of these robust shape are functions which prompt GPT to gain answer. So if the answer is yes, yes, we are talking about something new. The user's input is given to two subsystems powered by GPT-4, command classifier and emotion classifier. Command classifier is responsible for detecting the user's intent, whether the user wants to hear a story or wants to casually chat or wants to is seeking advice or guidance. So playing games and riddles is also included in the casual chat. And then these data are given into response generator. And response generator gathers all these data and conversation history and parents' instructions. And inside this response generator, we use GPT-4. We prompt it. We build every new prompt each time. And we start building the history related to this new theme that we are starting. And then we produce the result. But if the result is, but if the answer is no, we are talking about something new. We are talking about on the same topic, the previous topic. Then we use this topic history and conversation history and parents' instruction and the user input, and we give it to another response generator different from the previous slide, and we generate the response according to these data. And we actually augment the topic history.
In order to compare our model with a baseline model, we instruct ChatGPT to act as a child-friendly chatbot. And the comparison results. We generate 5 pairs of sample conversation, and in each pair, the same child has a conversation with our model and ChatGPT as a base model. We ask 3 people in order to evaluate the conversation of each pair. Based on these metrics, which one is more user-friendly, which one is produce helpful responses for a school-age child, meaning that how much the output is understandable for a child, and whether it is supportive for a child or not. And based on these metrics, and we don't tell them about which one is the WiseOldGPT and which one is ChatGPT answers, and because we have 5 pairs of sample conversation and 3 people, in total we have 50 results, and we won 13 results and we lost 1 in our result.
Okay, some remarks about our model. So we use GPT-4 for almost every task that we needed, for example generation, for classifying, for conversation theme tracker, and for most importantly generating the final outputs of our model. So we concluded that if a problem can be modeled within the scope of language in a good way, then GPT-4 is probably able to solve it with the right prompt. Our model, comparing to the baseline, based on our experiments, especially works better than baseline in those cases that the user is seeking advice, and our model walks the user through the solution process step by step instead of outputting a long message of instruction, for example, how to play basketball. And how would we do in a similar project? First, we would like to study the psychological aspects of dealing with children to generate responses. And then we want to merge some of our subsystems together in a way, because right now it takes a long time to generate a response, because it involves talking to OpenAI server many times and communicating these models together. And this is a short demo I would like to show you about on how our model works.
Hey, you're out of time. I'd like to have seen this. You spoke too long, I think. We'll be able to, anyone who has access to this will be able to click on the link.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can.
Yeah, this should have been the central thing that you showed. It looks very interesting. Thank you.